Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, Shows World. Welcome to Shows World, gamers. Josh here, and as this week's draw to a close, I wanted to take a moment to review this week's new game releases, new game announcements, and a few news stories. If there is anything I have missed, let me know in the comments. And if you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. Alright gamers, as always, we will start off this week in review with our new game releases. The first game we're going to talk about is a game I'm really enjoying, and that is Tinykin. It's a Pikmin-inspired 3D adventure game released on Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, PC, and Xbox, including on Game Pass on day one. This game is a lot of fun. We have played it on the channel. I will link that video at the end of this one. In a week dominated by remakes and releases, this is an awesome new original IP you should definitely try out. Now next up, we got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Cowabunga Collection. It was released this week to keep the year of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles going strong. This is the ultimate classic turtle collection with 13 classic turtle games with added features like Rewind. This is a must-own for Turtles fans as well as classic gaming fans, and it's available on everything with a physical version for Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, and Xbox. Next up is another remake. Destroy All Humans 2 Reprobed is a remake of the 2006 action-adventure game where you play as an alien who is attacking Earth. The game was released on Nintendo Switch, PlayStation systems, Xbox systems, and also on the PC. Next up, LEGO Brawls is a fighting game with an amazing amount of character customization. As you play the game, you are constantly unlocking new LEGO parts you can customize your character with. The game is out now on Nintendo Switch, PlayStation systems, Xbox systems, and PC. Now the last new release this week that we're going to look at is The Last of Us Part 1 Remake for the PS5. It was released today. Now this series seems to be linked in controversy with the outcry about the story direction taken in the second game to the fact that so many have been upset about this remake being a $70 title. Personally, this is one of the best game series, period. If you have not played the game, you definitely should. But if you're in the same boat as me, I have played and really enjoyed this whole series, so I'm going to actually wait for a price drop on this one. Alright gamers, next up we will take a look at a few new game announcements, and there wasn't a ton of game announcements this week. This list is actually dominated by indie games this week, and we're going to start with a game called Maniko's Night Market. This looks like a life simulator game where you explore a Japanese-inspired island at the base of Mount Fugu. Oh, and if you're a fan of cats, there are a lot of them in this game. The game is upcoming to the Nintendo Switch and the PC. Next up, Dredge is coming to Nintendo Switch, Xbox systems, PlayStation systems, as well as PC. It is being called a fishing adventure game, which is an interesting concept. I'm actually pretty interested to see what direction they go with this game. It is scheduled as a 2023 release, so I'm going to keep my eye on this one. Next up is a game that looks awesome. I'm really excited about this game. It's called Biomorph. It's a really fun looking 2D action adventure, Metroidvania style game where you can steal powers from defeated enemies. The game is coming in 2023 to the Nintendo Switch as well as the PC, and I'm definitely going to keep my eye on this one. The last game we're going to look at is Colossal Cave. It's a 3D adventure remake of a text-based game originally released all the way back in 1976. The game is scheduled to be released on PC, Nintendo Switch, and they're actually making a VR version of this that's going to be coming to the MetaQuest sometime in the fall of this year. Alright, let's finish up with a few news stories, and we'll start with the Resident Evil Netflix series. As we predicted a few weeks ago, it has been officially canceled. Netflix announced that they had decided not to pick up the series for a second season. And to be honest, I'm pretty disappointed in this news. I was interested to see where they were going with that storyline. Also, Sony was in the news once again this week as they purchased another game studio. Savage Game Studios is a company that specializes solely in making mobile games, which was not the most popular move with Sony fans, but we will have to wait and see what this new addition means for the PlayStation brand. Also, it appears we are finally going to get a standard Nintendo Direct coming in September. I'm hearing a lot of chatter about the Zelda Twilight Princess Wind Waker HD ports possibly being there, as well as the Metroid Prime remaster. So we're definitely going to keep our eyes out for this, and stay tuned to the channel and we'll keep you up to date. Also, we got more info leaked about the Logitech Cloud Portable system we talked about a few weeks ago. It's supposed to come out this year. There is images of the system itself, which it really looks like a Switch, but with some hand grips. I can't show you any pictures of the console, as this was a leak and Logitech is having them pulled down, but if you Google it, you will find it pretty easily. I feel like an official unveiling is imminent though, so stay tuned for that. And now, in kind of a non-story, Sony and Tencent are both buying minority stakes in the Elden Ring publisher From Software. I saw this starting to pop up a lot. From the sounds of it, it looks to be just a financial investment and not any kind of partnership. So it should just be business as usual for From Software. Alright gamers, that concludes this week in review for the week ending on September 2nd. We started the week with what appears at this point to be a false story about Amazon buying Electronic Arts, and also we got our first hands-on with Splatoon 3. Then midweek, the super fun Tinykin Pikmin-inspired game and the loaded Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Cowabunga collections released. And the week ended with the release of the PS5 version of The Last of Us. Let me know anything I missed in the comments, and if you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button and join in on the fun. Thanks for joining me today, gamers. Shoge World out.